Hey guys, this is Grimjow. I'm back at you with another video today, and today I want to deck profile you guys. My all-time favorite deck which are the dinosaur archetype, and Jurracs. I've always been a hit and miss with these decks. This is mainly a for fun deck, but I've updated it now. This last deck profile, though, which was before the ban list, and to be honest, feel like this deck would have been a lot better when Upstart was at 3 because the consistency was there. And now with Upstart being hit at 1, I feel like the deck has lost a little bit of its consistency, but I have made it in a way where it's actually really playable now. Um, and also that the fact that Norden got hit at 1, which this deck needed it at 3, which was super good in this deck as well. It made this deck so much more infinitely playable because Norden pretty much acted as a free Call the Haunt or as a free Monster Reborn and either a free level 7 Synchro, level 5 Synchro, or level 4 XYZ. But there's a little new tech in this deck now from the last updated deck profile I had, which I had a First Strike as my card of choice there to get over monsters to get the Jurrac effects. But yeah, let's start. Let me just calibrate this here. All right, well, whatever, it's not calibrated. But anyways, first we're gonna start with the triple Jurrac Velo. This guy, once he's destroyed, he can search out and special summon another Jurrac monster on the field. Usually, you'd be going with himself again just to recycle them out. Next, we run triple Guaiba. The Guaiba pretty much acts as the beater of the deck, the special summoner, the one card that you want to go with to keep special summoning the Jurrac monsters. Then we're going to be going with triple Hydrogeddon. This card is also good as well just because it searches itself out and it can attack again when it's searched out. And it's really good for that. Next, we're going to be running this is pretty much a lineup for the Jurrac monster, the ones you're going to be running of the triple ones. Next, we're going to be running the Jurrac Dino. I don't usually use his effect to draw 2 cards, but he's just there mainly for level 7 tuner or level 8. Next, I run a Jurrac Aiello 1 because for the 1-for-1 target, and he's also good because he also acts as a Call of the Haunted or whatever Monster Reborn effect, which is super good 1-for-1 because you can just special summon him, and then you can also normal summon again with him. Duelist if you change to run 3, but now I'm running to 2. One for Norden and the other one for Panzer Dragon. I'll go into detail why with the Panzer Dragon. Next, 1-for-1 special summon for Aiello. Raigeki to deal with board problems, just a field wipe, 1-day piece. I actually added this in this deck just for draw power and consistency, but I also added it because the next turn, it kind of acts like Wabaku in terms of like your monsters still get destroyed and they can still attack, but you don't take any battle damage, which is pretty good. But it's a +1 for that. Double summon just to get more cards out on the field. It's really good. I was thinking of running Brilliant Engine Fusion, but since there's no light monsters in the deck, I decided this would be much better. Fossil Dig for search, Soul Charge just to bring back stuff. Upstart, consistency, which shows back at 3. Terraforming for the field card. Rekindling. This acts as a target for Aiello, really great. Into the Void. This is now the new tech card I got. I want to add in this deck because I feel that with this card, this is pretty much like my new Upstart Goblin in this deck. So depending on how you open up, you want to do everything as quick as possible. Activate this card when you know you can't do anything else. Draw 1, and then put whatever else you can put down. The only draw side is just you have this card in your whole entire hand at the end of the turn. But it's still a really great card to avoid. This is the new tech I found. Moon Mirror Shield is perfect in this deck because in combination with Jurrac Guaiba and Hydrogen are your 2 main pieces out that will be doing all your searching in this deck. So Moon Mirror Shield is the best for that. And you can also pay 500 life points to either have it at the top of your deck or the bottom of the deck. But the thing is, though, the problem is Twin Twisters or any type of MSC can destroy this card. Because this deck not really revolves around this card, but I used to run cards like Shrink, First Attack, which I kind of screwed up because its effect doesn't actually kick off. For the monsters, it's more like the card destroys them, not the monster. So Moon Mirror Shield is absolutely amazing in this deck. It's just the best, honestly. Next, we're running 2 Molten Destruction. This is just because this is an all-fire deck except Hydrogeddon. Obviously, this is going to be your card that you run the 2 of. Next, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, just to get rid of for back row. Double Mirror Force, you can use Rippling Mirror Force or any other Mirror Force. I like this one just because the OG card. Next, Fight for Survival, or Survival Instinct is what it's called. What I have it, where it's actually called Survival Instinct. But this card is super good in this deck because this is a boost up attack for all monsters. And not only that, that monster can also make a second attack in a row if it gets over the monster's attack, which is super good. Most of the monsters in the deck are either going to range from like your regular monster, either going to range from like almost 2,500 plus and above, I believe, or 27. So really great card, Survival. I might just bump this up to 3 because it's just how good it is, but it's a really good combo card. And next, the final piece, the Dimensional Prison. I chose that to take out the Call of the Hanas in this deck just because I feel like it kind of clogged a little bit with how Twin Twitchers is running rampant in this deck. But yeah, Dimensional Prison. Next, for the fusions, we're going to be running 1 Panther Dragon and 1 Norden. Norden is self-explanatory for the pretty much like the Monster Reborn effect. And just for the heavy, Panther Dragon, the reason I'm running this deck is because I want to run more synchros, like level 8 synchros and level 6s. So here at the bottom, I have sided like a Yugioh Guardian. Like you can run this card in this deck too. It's really great. Because it is possible to make level 6s in this deck. I mean, I could bump this up to 2 more, but I feel like I'd be running out of space in here. But yeah, you can do that. When Yugioh Guardian, you can also, like, let's say you have a tuner in your hand, you can also, like, take the monsters and just use it for synchro material or XYZ, depending if it's not an XYZ itself, because you can't use ranks in this game. But anyways, next you're going to be running the new Red Dragon Archfiend Scar Right. This card is absolutely amazing. I believe it just outclasses Hot Red Dragon Archfiend by a mile. This card is the best. It's just absolutely the best. You need to run this for like level 8s. I can suggest other level 8s like Stardust Spark Dragon, Stardust Dragon himself, and any other level 8s you can think of. Black Rose Dragon for field wipe. Ancient Fairy Dragon. I used to run this card instead, Ancient Fairy Dragon, just for the draw 1 for the field card. But I feel like this card is just better because you can special summon a level 4 lower monster from your hand with this card, which is super good. It's a free special summon. I mean, like, why not? 2 Jurrac Giganta. This card is your main piece because it makes all your Jurrac monsters 200 plus attack for each Jurrac monster in your graveyard, which is super, super, super good. So 2. I was running only 1 at the time, and I felt like I needed 1 more on this deck because you need to go into this card because this card just makes the deck like live, and this is what it's really good for. And whenever I needed it, I didn't have it, and I needed another one. So 2 of these guys, 1 Catastor. Catastor, you level 5s, you can make level 5s in this deck. And High Speed Roy just to have the double attack of the 2000, which is super good. Now next is just the basic package of the level 4s. I mean, you can change them off the Utopia package, put whatever level 4s you feel comfortable with, Abyss Dweller, whatever you want in this deck. So I just chose for Dark Rebellion Dragon. For the lineup of dinosaurs, because this is a dinosaur deck, I run 1 Logia. Super good card, but I just feel because it's most card effects now are monster effects. And Logia is good, but the downside is it'd be kind of overpowered if it was if it was 1 attachment. But 2 attachments, it's an okay card. I don't go much into it. I'm going mostly into Dalka. You run 2 of these guys. Dalka's amazing for any monsters, for any decks that use monster-based effects. Super, super, super good. I mean, why not? Dalka, just 1 detach and then bam, destroyed. 101. This card's kind of lost utility, but it's still a good card. It's like a monster. It acts like the Infinity, but except without the negation of the effect. But yeah, and Heartland Draco just to go for game, attack directly for 2000, no big deal. And then I didn't put any level 6s in the side deck yet. This is sorry, in the extra deck, just because like this is what I mainly would like to run. I can switch out any of these monsters for level 6 because you can make level 6 synchros. So these are just like some of the ones I just pulled out right now. Just these two. This one I actually own this card, but it's an okay card for level 6. I love the look of it. It's absolutely gorgeous and ultra rare. And then Goyo Guardian, really good card as well. Any other cards you guys can think of, you can side out, put in. But I feel like this is pretty much the second strongest build of Jurracs that I have made. My previous build with this deck was when I had triple Upstart and triple Norden with triple Instant Fusion. That was my strongest Jurrac build. Like I could probably keep up with like the likes of like the new Dark Magician, um, whatchamacallit, support with a little bit of Cleaforts here and there. It was absolutely the best. But by no means this is a very casual deck, but I've made it so that it is almost meta competitive, but sort of fun deck-ish, because it does have a lot of like newer meta cards in here. But yeah, give this deck out a try. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. This is Grimjow, and I'm signing out.